Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is September 7th of Scraptember, so I have today's sketch. It is this one. It's a multi-photo sketch. It has 5 different photos on it. I am only going to be using 4. And then it has a big title and some embellishment here in the center and lots of mixed media, it looks like. Now, so the focus is multi-photo. Like I said, I am only going to be using 4 because I'm going to use this full 4x6 photo over here, and I'll be trimming down this one. And yes, you guys, these are more Millennium Falcon photos. I don't know what to tell you. This is from the trip I took with Alex when he was home visiting. And, you know, I gotta scrapbook all the photos, right? Like, I can't not scrapbook the Millennium Falcon photos I took with Alex because I've already scrapbooked the photos I took with Lana. And then, of course, I have even more photos, the whole 1,300 photos that are waiting over there for me. And I'm sure there's even more Millennium Falcon photos. The Millennium Falcon might be the most scrapbooked thing in my albums right now. And that's just the way it is. So, let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I grabbed a piece of this orange polka dotted paper from Echo Park, and it is, I think it's I'd Rather Be Crafting, and it has border strips on one side, but on this other side is this orange on orange tone polka dot. Now, of course, I decided I need to bring in that All-Star stencil from Scrapping Reflections, because of course, since this is a Millennium Falcon layout, I think probably 75% of my Millennium Falcon layouts have the All-Star stencil on them. This stencil is by far my favorite stencil ever. I just think stars are perfect for all kinds of scrapbooking layouts, and of course for a Star Wars layout it is absolutely perfect. Now I am using my Paprika ink pad from Close to My Heart, in case you were wondering about the color. Now I am using a blender brush, or not a blender brush, a blender tool for this, because I have blender brushes for all of the colors except for orange. And I don't have a lot of orange ink, but I'm finding that every time I want to use an orange ink, I'm reaching for that blender brush and I don't have one. So might have to invest in a blender brush for my orange inks. Now up at the top, I decided to use a 4x6 photo and cut down my portrait 4x6 photo into a 4x4. Now these are definitely larger than what is in the sketch for the day, but you know what? You gotta make it work for you. I don't think that I needed to cut down these photos into smudge. We're making up words here today, people. Into such a small size just to make sure it matched the sketch. What I needed to do was scrapbook these photos of the Millennium Falcon, and so I made them work for me. And that's the beauty of a sketch. You can either follow it to the T, you can make it work for you, you can take one element off of it, or you could look at it and go, this looks nothing like me or my style, so screw this, and you do your own thing. Now, I do not have any splatters on this layout. I decided instead to go for the stars. I did use this One Canoe 2 paper here in the center. Wow. Talking is not going well today, guys. And then I decided to use this Galaxy type of washi tape underneath of the top photos here. What that's doing is basically giving my photos a place to rest, because I'm not going to put journaling strips in the center. I'm actually going to end up putting my title in the center, and it's not going to be as large as it calls for in this sketch. Now I just flipped over that paper so you could see those crafty border strips, but honestly I think the orange is great. I do love a great orange and navy page. That just makes my soul so happy. Orange and navy is such a great color combination. I decided that I needed to span that orange and didn't want it completely separated by the navy sky. So I went ahead and grabbed a sheet of, it's not washi tape, it's like a plasticky tape. It's a Snapbook tape, Smashbook, not Snapbook, a Smashbook tape that's been in my stash for a good while. So we're gonna go ahead and use that. And then I go ahead and grab a tag. Now my initial reason for grabbing this tag was to grab something that would fit size-wise, and I decided that I like the gold so much with the green. There is no green on this page, good Lord, with the orange and the blue, that I just decided, hey, I'm going to keep it. Then I grabbed my pen and I do a little bit of an outline. Now I'm not going to outline where that tape is up at the top, and I'm also not going to outline where the sky is in the center of the page. Basically, I felt like I needed a little bit of something to contain this page because I felt like with the orange, it was just kind of like whoosh out there. I needed something to bring it in to where this band of wide blue was across the expanse of the page. And I totally wish you could see me because I'm talking with my hands, and like it makes so much more sense when you're talking with your hands. So I have this gold doily, and I thought, you know what, I've got this gold tag on here. Now my initial thought was I was going to bring more gold into this layout by using my favorite gold sparkly sequins, but I was like, you know what, you've been using those sparkly sequins an awful lot lately, so bring in something different. So that's why I went ahead with the gold doily. Now I didn't want the gold doily peeking out from the bottom, so I trimmed it down and didn't even realize that I trimmed down a little bit too much. So I had to put it back together. Now I am going to cover up that join because it's bothering me something fierce. I grabbed some thickers and I spell out the word pilot. If you can't see it, I am holding the pilot card for the Millennium Falcon ride. So if you have never ridden on the Millennium Falcon ride, it is really called Smuggler's Run, but it's the Millennium Falcon ride. You are given cards where you are assigned different positions in the Falcon. So you could be the pilot, you could be the gunner, you could be all kinds of different things. And this time we were pilots. So I am putting my title right here on that orange strip. And then I have this little chipboard piece that says relax. So I go ahead and put that down over by the title. And then up here where the tape is, I put this #1 chipboard and the little Rosie Studio puffy that says it's a celebration. Now I figured that this camera would look really good over top of this decorative tag, so I go ahead and put that down. And then I'm going to introduce a couple map prints onto the layout as well. So I add the arrow and then the little chipboard label over here where I need to cover up that join where I cut down the gold doily without actually thinking about what I was doing. So now my title is Relax Pilot, and that's not the title, you guys. We need to add letters, we need to add words, we need to add something. So I pull out my Kaisercraft tiny letter stickers and I am going to spell out that baby, and then I'm going to add an ampersand between the relax and the word pilot. So my title will officially be Relax and Pilot That Baby. Now, if you have ever had the joy of riding the Smuggler's Run ride, whether at Disneyland or at Disney World, it is an experience. I highly recommend. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Definitely. So I go ahead and get that title down. And then I'm going to go back and I grab these P13 word phrase stickers and I'm just going to decorate with some word phrases because that is something I like to do. So I have follow your own way, I add today, and then I'm going to take out that date chipboard piece where I have February, and then I'm going to add down just perfect. And then that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.